Hi, so welcome back. We are going to get down to the floor today. We're working on hips. So let's go ahead and start. You're going to start on my right side, laying all the way down to the floor. I'm going to make a little pillow for my head to support my head. And you're going to take the top leg and bring it over to the front so you've got a 90-degree angle in your hip. And we're going to lift and lower. We're going to do that 20 times. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got my foot flexed and I've got my foot exactly parallel. So toes and heel pointing opposite ends. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we've done 2 sets of 10 there. Now we're going to point the toes down and then the heel and toes and heel. I don't think I've got it all the way in the camera there, so let me back up here. And toes, heel, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and let's just do 15 here. Now let's bring the knees together and we'll do clamshells. Feet together, knees apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keeping this top hip nice and steady. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so from here, we're going to keep the knees on the floor and lift the feet. Keeping the feet together, we're going to take the knees wide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So take the knees wide, extend the top leg up, feet back together, and knees together. Apart, extend, feet together, and knees. 3, 4, 5, keeping this hip steady, so no rocking back and forth. I think this is 6. I'm feeling it in my hips. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, 15, ooh, and then relax. So, wow, this is a goodie. This is an oldie but a goodie. So I've got to come up and let's take, since I did the right side, was laying on my right side, I'm going to take my left leg in front, cross in front, and I'm just going to sit here for a moment. I can already feel a stretch without even doing anything. And as that muscle relaxes a little bit, if you've got the room, you can start to take your torso forward over your legs. And just this is providing me with a little bit of a release. After we do the other side, we'll do this, and then we can do more hip opening to bring a little bit more relief to the hips. Okay, so let's take the left side. Make a pillow for your head. And this time we're extending the right leg, and foot is in parallel, so toes pointing this way, heel pointing the opposite direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Toes down and heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then bring the knees together. Let's do just a regular clamshell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's elevate the feet, knees stay on the floor. And again with the clamshells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hip stays nice and stable. You're not rocking back each time you open your leg up. You got to keep that nice and stable. Let's see, we're probably about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now that I'm getting tired, I feel like I want to rock back, so just be really careful with that. We're going to extend the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one at 15. Okay, relax. Okay, let's come up. So I was laying on my left side, my right leg was working, so let's put the right leg in front, cross the legs, and let's sit for just a moment. So just this for me is, I'm feeling a stretch, and we'll just sit here for a moment. And then if you've got the room and you feel like you can bring the torso forward, you might be able to get into a little bit deeper stretch here. Okay, so that's an easy, gentle hip opener. And let's do figure 4 on the floor. So this one I like doing because it not only gets the hips stretched, but you're also doing a little bit of resistance. So we're going to take the left leg, cross it over the right thigh. So the outside edge of your foot is on the right thigh. And you're going to pick the leg up, bring it towards the chest. You're going to take the arm underneath your leg and lace the fingers underneath the right knee or leg. And it's just really for some place to put your arms. I don't want you pulling the leg towards you. What you're going to do instead is you're going to push the left foot into the right leg, and the right leg is going to push onto the left foot. So you're activating muscles there while also stretching. Now, what we want to do is, as we press that leg into the thigh, you're going to let the leg win, right? Because what we're wanting to do is get a deeper stretch in this left hip. So the whole point of this is to eventually bring that right knee as close to the chest as possible. So as you're pressing that left foot into the right thigh, you're also allowing that right leg to move a little bit closer to the chest. And when you found your limit, just hold it there and continue to press that foot into the thigh. It's an excellent stretch. It really gets into that, really it's into the hip. So if you do a lot of a lot of sitting during the day, like a lot of us do, this is something that we need to do. We need to stretch the hips. We need to exercise them like we just did, and then we need to stretch. Okay, let's switch sides. So now the right foot comes over the left thigh, so the outside edge of that foot is going to press into the left leg. So you start out, gentle, each pressing into one another, just kind of getting a feel for the stretch. And now I'm going to begin to let that left leg win a little bit, and so that I can bring the leg a little bit closer to the chest, because I want a deep stretch. Now that I feel like I've hit kind of a limit here for myself, I'm just going to hold steady, continuing to press leg and thigh together, or foot and thigh. And you may feel that just holding steady here, you feel that right hip relax and release, and you might even be able to bring that left leg a little bit closer yet some more. You're taking deep breaths. And again, there's no death grip on with the arms. I don't want your chest or your shoulders or your neck involved. In fact, if you feel like that's a possibility, take your arms out of it completely. And you can just take your arms to the side. Okay, so we're going to relax, release out of that. Let's bring the feet to the floor, and let's stay here for just a moment. Take a couple of deep breaths. So let's bring the knees up towards the chest to squeeze them in. Let's roll over to the side and come all the way up. We're going to take a brief downward facing dog. So take the hands shoulder width apart. Take a step back into plank pose first, and then press back into your downward dog. At this point, you can just step the toes in just a tiny amount, and reaching the arms down towards the hands, and the hips lift up and back. Now from here, sometimes my chest, my rib cage wants to open up. Let's not do that. Let's lift the rib cage up into the back body so that you spread and lift between the shoulder blades. And relax the head, neck. Okay, and let's bring the knees down. And thanks so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.